Hey y'all, I'm Bianca Jordan, immigration lawyer at Brazen Legal, where we help our clients get legal status without leaving the US. If you'd like to work with us on your immigration case, please give our office a call at 508-942-7497, or you can visit brazenlegal.com/contact to book a consultation today. This video is about what to do when you have a case in immigration and you move. Very often, especially lately, we have had a lot of immigrants who are coming through the United States and now they find themselves in deportation proceedings. And some of them maybe are starting out in Texas, for example, or California, and then they're moving. Maybe they're moving in with their friends or family in a different state. And typically, if you are coming through the border, whether you were detained or not, immigration officials will give you a packet of pages. The first one typically is a notice to appear. It's a document called the notice to appear. And that document is what attorneys call a charging document. And that document is basically explaining to you that you are not a citizen or a national of the United States. You are a citizen and national of another country. And the document will also say that you entered the United States on or around a certain date at a certain point of entry, whether it could be California or Texas or what have you. And the charging document also says whether or not you were admitted, inspected, or paroled into the United States. And then it will explain to you exactly why the government is trying to deport you. It cites the specific law in our immigration law that has the basis for why they are trying to deport you from the United States. And at the very bottom of that page, it lets you know the date and time and the location where you have to appear in front of an immigration judge for your deportation proceedings. That same packet of pages that they give you typically includes something called a change of address form, which you are to use in the event that you move. So, for example, if you came through the border in California and now you're going to live with your aunt or other relatives or family or friends in Boston, Massachusetts, you want to make sure that you're updating that form so that the immigration court in California knows that you're now living in Boston, Massachusetts. But it's very important to also know that just because you update your address with the immigration court, which you're supposed to do within 10 days of moving, by the way, it's not enough to then move your case from California to Boston. You're still going to have to put in a formal request or a motion so that you can move your case from California to Boston. So it's very important that you're working with an immigration attorney who can handle all of that for you. So first, you definitely want to make sure that immigration always knows where you are. You want to update your address with the change of address form, and you want to make sure that you're sending that to the immigration court that would have jurisdiction over your case. That same packet of documents also includes a list of attorneys and organizations that can provide you with free or low cost legal services. You definitely want to make sure that you are contacting a lawyer from that list as soon as possible because you want to make sure that you are staying on top of your case. And if you cannot afford to hire a private attorney, then you definitely want to make sure that you're taking advantage of the free or low bono options that are being provided in that packet for you. And it's really important that you're working with an immigration attorney because you want to make sure that the court always knows where you are and that you're always on top of your case. Because unless and until your case is physically moved from California to wherever you're living now, you're still on the hook to appear in court in person in California. And what I've seen happen sometimes is people think that because they've updated their address with the court through the change of address form, that that is enough to get the court to move the case to Boston or New York or wherever they're living. And that's not how that works. You still have to put a motion to change venue so that way the court can actually move your case. I've seen situations where people have updated their address with the court through the change of address form, but they don't do a motion to move their case. So now their case is still stuck where it originally started and they don't show up. And when you don't show up, it's a very, very big consequence. You can get what is called an in absentia deportation order. And it's very difficult to get these overturned. You have to prove a lot of things in order to get a court to agree to reopen and throw out that in absentia order. So you want to make sure that you're working with an immigration attorney, that you're always on top of your case, that immigration always knows where you are, and that if you've moved out of the state, that you do an official order to get your case moved from where it originally started to where you are now. I hope you found this video helpful. Please visit brazenlegal.com to learn more about me, my law firm, and how I can help you with your immigration needs. If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the next informational video. And also follow me on Instagram. I'm at Brazen Lawyer, and I'm always sharing behind the scenes of what I'm doing when I'm not lawyering. Thanks for watching.